Hi everyone! Today, as you can see, I brought back my wheel of TBR, which I haven't played in a few months. So it is not my original game or anything. Cody from Cody's Book Corner created the game. I will leave the link to her video down below. I always love watching videos like this, and I even played it myself. The first time I started was actually August last year, so it would have been a year me doing it, but I went off of it for simple reason that I think the last one I did was in February this year, so then I got really busy in March and April. I had to study for something, so I literally didn't have the time to read anything, so I did not read anything throughout those months. And then I sort of decided to go with my mood, which I enjoyed at first, but then I figured out that when I don't have a stack of books in front of me, I don't read as fast, and also it is sometimes quite painful to go to my bookshelf and find what I'm actually in the mood for, and also when there are some sort of numbers included that I have to read throughout the month. I think that's when I tend to read more, and I'd like to read more. I haven't been reading a lot this year, so hopefully from this month I can top it up. That's why I'm bringing the wheel back. There aren't any prompts on it yet, just because I've added quite a few new ones. So I've got a massive stack here that I'm going to be choosing at random what's going to go on this wheel. And just to recap, or if you're new here, so usually I would do 5 spins, and also at the end pull one out of my TBR jar. So I've got a TBR jar in which I put all of the titles of my unread books, and I will just pull one randomly and I will put that on my TBR. Now again, I don't have to read all of these books because I'm only doing it for fun. I'm not going to do any sort of punishments or anything. So I think that's pretty much my only rule, and I don't think I'm going to be doing like double ups if it comes up on the same colour. I don't think I'm going to be doing like another spin or anything, because it would just be too much, you know. But also there's another twist for August, because there is a magical readathon happening in August as well, which is another round of Aurelium readathon. Again, the link to G's video will be down below. She's always amazing at creating absolutely fantastic atmosphere, fantastic. She's put so much effort into it, so it's just amazing. So it runs normally in April and then in August, so this time it's obviously the second sort of round of it, and last time I chose to be spell sword. So I've got a few challenges that I need to complete, but I've decided to start with Wheel of TBR, and then hopefully whichever books come up I can wiggle them into the Readathon TBR. So we'll see how it goes. It could be a complete disaster, but I'm just hoping that for me, seeing all of these books in front of me will actually motivate me to read, and I'll be so excited and read a bunch of books. That's the idea. So let's shuffle these and put them on the wheel. Okay, so I've shuffled all of these, and let's pick up random. Let's pick this one, which is random number generator. That would be interesting. Also, if that comes up, what I can do, considering now I've put all of my TBR books on my Goodreads, I could use that instead rather than just counting all of the stuff on my shelf. So second one's going to be this one, which is colour red, so it's going to have to be something red on the cover. I will try and get like red mostly, but if I can't find anything, something red on the cover would do too. No one talks about, so like a book that no one talks about. Then got somebody's favourite book. Then we've got this one, which is brown, so mostly brown cover, or something brown on the cover. Then we've got classics. Oh, there are 2. Okay, let's pick these 2. So I've got highest rated. Again, I could use that on Goodreads and just pick the one that comes up as highest rated, and the other one is a charity shop book. Okay, so we're into the second half now. Let's pick this one, which is third shelf, which means third shelf from the top on my TBR shelf, because I done my TBR shelves like separately, so it makes sense to me. Then we've got fifth shelf, How weird of a coincidence. There are so many different prompts, and the 2 colors and 2 shelf things came up. Short book, oh, that would be great. Also we have Bookfulness. I used to be subscribed to Bookfulness, so I've got plenty of unread books from there, like 8 maybe. So it'd be nice to read some of them. And then we also have 4th shelf. Are you kidding me? And the last one, let's pick this one, which is yellow on the cover. On the yellow color, by the way. That's just a weird coincidence. So we've got the 3 shelves and 3 colors. I swear there are so many more interesting prompts, but it is what it is. So let's do spin number 1. Spin number 1. It did make a noise. Oh god. Classics. Let me think. Okay, I don't really have that many classics, but I've chosen a shorter one, and that is The Magic Toy Shop by Angela Carter. I've been meaning to read this book for a while anyway, so it's just a perfect opportunity to finally do it. So I'm excited for this one. Definitely excited. I don't know much what this book is about. One night, Melanie walks through the garden in her mother's wedding dress. The next morning, her world is shattered. Forced to leave her childhood home, she's sent to London to live with relatives she has never met. Gentle Aunt Margaret, mute since her wedding day, and her brothers Francie and Finn. Brooding over all is Uncle Philip, who loves only the puppets he creates in his workshop, which are life-size and uncannily lifelike. So it does sound like something I would enjoy. And like I said, it's not a big book. It's only 223 pages. So hopefully I can do this one in August. Okay, so now let's swap the prompt for something else, and let's choose this one, which will be 6th shelf. Unbelievable. Spin number 2. Ah, 5th shelf. Okay, so my 5th shelf is a fantasy shelf, so I'll get back to you. I think it's time I finally read The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I've had this book for some time now. My husband got it for me a few months ago, and he always tells me have I read it? Have I read it? The answer is no. So I'm putting it on this TBR, hoping that I will finally read it. I've heard only great things about this one, so I'm really excited for it. If you don't know what this book is about, it's about this man who is going to this orphanage which is full of magical, like talented children, and yeah, that's pretty much all I know about it. I'm very excited for it though, so yay! Let's swap that prompt for a different one. Let's choose this one, which is gonna be black, so black on the cover, or mostly black cover. Spin number 3. We've got red, so mostly red on the cover. Okay, let me think. So another one I probably should have read ages ago, but it is The Shape of Darkness by Laura Purcell. Obviously it's mostly red, as you can see. Laura Purcell is one of my favourite authors. I always love her stuff, and this is the book that I haven't read by her, even though I think I pre-ordered it. And when did it come out? 2021, I want to say? Yeah, 2021, and I've got a signed book plate in there as well. So this is embarrassing that I haven't read it. I know that it is set in Bath. It's got something to do with like photography. I think the people that she's doing business with are slowly starting to die. And that's exciting. So I am actually genuinely excited for it, and I'm glad that my Wheel of TBR pushed this onto me. I'm so excited for these 3 books that I've got so far. I think it was a great idea to bring the Wheel of TBR back. So yay! Let's swap that for something else. Let's swap it for this one, and that's gonna be a Michael Morpurgo book. That prompt is on it just because I've got about 10 books by him that I haven't read, so I need to get a move on with it. So okay, spin number 4. Oh, charity shop book. That's exciting. The one that I've gone with is The Way of All Flesh by Ambrose Parry. This one is like a historical crime novel. It's set in Edinburgh. Do you know what? I'm going to read you the blurb again. I'm sorry. Edinburgh, 1847. Will Raven is a medical student apprenticing for the brilliant and renowned Dr. Simpson. Sarah Fisher is Simpson's housemaid and has all of Raven's intelligence but none of his privileges. As bodies begin to appear across the old town, Raven and Sarah find themselves propelled headlong into the darkest shadows of Edinburgh's underworld. And if either of them are to make it out alive, they will have to work together to find out who's responsible for the gruesome deaths. So I had this book for a while and I'm actually really excited for it, and also this one could work for one of the prompts. And what's going to be the last spin after I change the prompt, and the prompt's going to be magic school setting or dark academia. So that's one of my new ones. Spin number 5. Sorry about that. So I've got brown on the cover, or brown cover. Okay, I think this might be slightly cheating because it's not exactly brown, but it's sort of light brown. And it is A Medal for Leroy by Michael Morpurgo. Purely because also I think that will fit in one of the challenges for the readathon, so I'm sort of already thinking ahead slightly. But yes, it looks like it's light brown, so it fits the challenge. But again, his books are mostly set, they're slightly like historical, so historical setting. Michael doesn't remember his father. He was an RAF pilot lost in the war, but that's all Michael knows. And his mother won't talk about him. But when Michael's auntie Snowdrop gives him a medal and then a faded photograph, a story begins to be told. A secret story about his family and who Michael's father really was. A story that will change everything. So hopefully it's going to be a cute book, and it's not a big one, and it's got a lot of different illustrations, so definitely I can read this one in August. Also, there aren't that many books that are brown, so that will be a challenge to find a brown cover next time. But anyway, I'm going to take the prompt off so I remember for next time, and I'll hopefully play it again in September. And now, just for fun, let's also do a TBR jar pick. So there we go, I've updated it, it's fully updated. All of the old stuff that I've read is already gone out of here. All of the new stuff has been added, so yay! Just shuffle everything. Ooh. Let's dig in here. Let's choose whichever this one is. This one is The Arithmetist. Ooh, that's exciting. This one, The Arithmetist by Brandon Sanderson, which is a book that is set in a magic school. That's all I pretty much know about it. I'm actually excited because I have been in the mood to read this one, so yay! So just to recap, I've got these 6 that my wheel chose for me, and also the TBR jar. So I'm definitely excited for all of these books, and it's just nice also that they're all different genres, and there will definitely be everything to suit my mood in August, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping for. So yay, I'm just excited to be doing my TBRs back. Genuinely so excited. Hopefully it works for me. Hopefully it will motivate me to read more. But now let's try and fit these into the challenges. So the 3 books out of my TBR fit in the challenges and the other ones don't. So that's going to be great. Anyway, I will be looking down because I've got my notepad in which I've written down all the challenges and all the books and stuff like that. So for my spell sword, there are 4 subjects and I need to complete some books. So the first subject is animal studies, and to get to know there is study of familiars, book with a familiar or animal companion. For that one I've gone with A Medal for Leroy, because even though if the dog is not a big part of the story, which it should be because it's on the cover, it's there as well, so let's count that one, and it's a tiny one. That would help a lot. Then to get to Q, which is I think qualified, I can't quite remember, but sorry. So we've got familiars, which is Raven, and it's Raven on the cover or title, and I'm pretty sure that's a Raven. So The Way of All Flesh, again, would fit. I think it's a Raven, and there's a person called Will Raven, so that would make sense, right? Then we're moving into second subject, which is demonology, And for that to get an O, and I only need to get an O, is Imp Wrangling. So that is Read a Fantasy. And I've chosen The House in the Cerulean Sea because I think it is a fantasy and I need to read it. Next subject is Restoration, and for O you have to study Object Restoration, and for that one you have to read Single Object as Focus on the Cover. And for that one, that's going to be a new one, but that is The Whole Truth by Kara Hunter. I struggled to find a single book that will just have a single object on the cover. I know there are plenty of things around it, but like that's the main focus on the cover. And it is one of those thrillery books in which apparently there's like a twist. An attractive student and older professor. Think you know the story? Think again. I think that's all you need to know. This is exciting. I think it's apparently book 5 in a series, but from what I've read you don't have to read all 5. Also, what I do like about it, it's got mixed media format, which I enjoy and really have been into. So there's like little text snippets, there's some interviews and all of that, so I'm actually excited for this one. Hopefully I'll get to it. Well, I need to get to it. So to get a Q you have to study Enchanted Scroll Mending, and for that one you have to read oldest book on your TBR. And I'm pretty sure the oldest is Once Upon a River by Diane Setterfield. Again, she's one of my favorite authors. I've read The 13th Tale by her and really loved it. I did read Bellman and Black as well, but wasn't a massive fan of that one. Don't know if I reread it, what I would thought of it by now, but this is another one by her, and all I know about this book is again slightly historical fiction, I think. Not actually sure if it's historical fiction or not. But so we've got this man who brings a child to a house thinking that the child is dead, but then the child comes back to life. Sounds interesting, and I'm really excited for this one. So it's another biggish one, but I need to read it, and it has been on my TBR for way too long, so better get to it. And the last subject is Spells and Incantations, and for that one, to get an O you have to do spell recolor. So the challenge is random color wheel. So what I'm going to do is just Google random color wheel and see what color comes up. I've changed the wheel online that I found to add white and black as well, and I got rid of lime color. So let's spin it. So I have already like pressed the first time to spin just to check whether it would like spin. Let's put spin. And which color is that? Damn, that's deep purple. Well, that fits. Ooh, actually, do you know what? I don't care if it counts. I think it looks even dark purple, like very deep purple on the cover in the Magic Toy Shop. So let's put that one on and count this one. Okay, so now the stack looks much bigger, and it's these books. So 2, 4, 6, 8 books, which should be manageable for some people in a month. I don't think I can do that. I mean, I'm going to try my best. I'm obviously going to be focusing on the ones that are for Magical Readathon, so it's going to be The Way of All Flesh. So these 4, Magic Toy Shop and Once Upon a River. So I'm going to mostly concentrate on those, but it would be nice if I could get Shape of Darkness and The Arithmetist done as well. That'd be awesome. So wish me luck. I will definitely need it. But I'm definitely very excited. There's such a nice mixture of different genres in here. I've got some children's book, historical fiction, historical crime, a bit of classic, 2 fantasies. It's awesome. I'm very excited, and I do think seeing that in front of me of different genres will hopefully excite me to read more. Please let me know in the comments down below if you're participating in the Magical Readathon. I'd always love to know that, and which books you're reading for it as well. If you have a TBR, please leave it down below as well. I will check it out with pleasure. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye!